Whew. That was a movie. Not even putting on an act. That adrenaline is so high in this movie, you can't even begin to imagine it. I mean, if you saw the first John Wick, you get somewhat of an idea, but you have no clue into walking into this one. In case the title above and that opening wasn't a clue, I just got done seeing John Wick 2. And, little fun fact, last night when I saw the Lego Batman movie, there was about 8 people in that theater, and myself to make a grand total of 9. Still, good movie, don't get me wrong, but then you go see John Wick 2 in a completely packed theater where literally every seat is taken. And sorry to people who came in late who had to split up their groups, but that's what happens. So, if any of you are on the fence about seeing this movie, make sure to get here at least 20 minutes early, maybe even more. I mean, I was here about 15 and about half the theater was taken, so if you're going by yourself, nothing too bad, but that's more planning wise. John Wick 2, honestly, is very rare if you ever see a sequel good, let alone at least almost on par with the original. And John Wick set the bar pretty high, mostly due to the fact that no one thought it was going to be good. So John Wick 2 had a lot to fill in, and oh boy, it does it in spades. Keanu Reeves, man, I will always see you as Neo from The Matrix, or let's see, was he Ted? Yeah, he was Ted Theodore Logan from Bill and Ted. But yeah, after seeing this movie, I cannot just look at any of his previous movies without imagining him just taking a gun out and shooting someone in the head. You'd think you get tired of watching a guy blow another man's brains out with a gun. But nope, they managed to find a way to make everyone original, interesting, and just when you think he's run out of ways to do something, he'll twist the guy's arm around and shoot himself in the head with his own gun. How do you do that? And if any of you are thinking, oh, I need to see the first one to go see this, I gotta track down the DVD. Honestly, you don't. It's a very self-contained movie, and it does its job well. There's throwbacks, of course, to the original, where they talk about his exploits. It actually kicks off right where the first one ends. Maybe like a day or so has passed at most, because we all remember John Wick's trying to hunt down, the guy who killed his dog and everything. But they also stole his car. So, he goes to get his car back. With all the bloody, gory zaniness you can imagine. And trust me, when the action kicks into gear, it does not stop. It goes on for... I think that last action scene lasted easily half an hour. But it's so well paced and so well shot, you don't even know the passage of time. He literally transitions from one room to the next, and just, it happens. I mean, I go into spoiler about this movie, but once again, I will refuse to spoil a movie, especially a good one like this. I mean, if you are on the fence at all about this movie, with the whole sequel stigma and could they recreate as great as the first one, they do it in spades. If you want to see an action movie, this is it. I mean, your current choices at the moment are rewatching Star Wars Rogue One for the 8th time, which still has some screenings of that, Split, M. Night Shyamalan's movie, not too bad, or Lego Batman movie and John Wick. If you go see 50 Shades of Darker, I must correct myself from the previous video, you do what you want. Ain't no stopping you, which I have found out more and more people are really looking forward to that movie, and I slowly lose more and more faith in humanity. But that is what it is. So yeah, John Wick 2, just amazing, and just... Keanu Reeves has become somewhat of a joke. I mean, South Park's made jokes about him ad nauseum, and literally, I mean, when you think Keanu Reeves, you think, whoa, I know Kung Fu. And trust me, in this movie, he knows Kung Fu and then some. You ever seen a guy take out a man with his car on purpose like it's an extension of a weapon? Yeah, you'll see that. This movie, so well done. And I just want to point one thing out that I think many people might lose in this, is that this is a well-developed world. Where stuff like Underworld, I apologize. Undertale's actually good. Underworld, Resident Evil, all those movies, they try to build this grand mythos, this grand story, and all the backstabbing and the backlogs of information. This one just lets it be what it is. Every character that's introduced as part of this world feels natural, and yeah, you actually enjoy them. There's this one man in particular who's a tailorist with weapons. And the way he talks about these weapons, you just want to see an entire, 30-minute short devoted to this man. It's amazing. And this has one of the best just weapon suit-up preparation montage, whatever you want to call it, I have ever seen in a movie. And the one thing this thing is able to nail down is the suspense. I mean, just two characters staring down each other on a subway for at least a minute and a half. You'd think it would lose its flair after the first 10 seconds. No. I think that was somebody trying to find their car. Well, I'd like to talk about this movie more, but battery's running a bit low and my memory's getting full. So, what will I watch next week? I don't know. We'll see what's out. And like I said, anyone willing to pay me, I think at this point with taxes around $10.75, you do that and I'll definitely go see 50 Shades of Blacker and put a video about it. But until I see that money, there's no way in hell I'm doing it. But yeah, if you guys got any suggestions for next week, leave them below. Well, as always, this is Kevin Riley signing off. See you next time. Bye.